Bears at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
On play action, they'll throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Oh, a design run for their line. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And here comes a return for just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is just taking me for a doctor there. But thank you, Doctor. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Ready? 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. On second down, it's Jones. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Friedman. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had to fit right there with him to force that to the ground. 4th down now coming up. Here's Tommy Townsend on the punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Bears take over. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat of this ball game as well. They start the drive with Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Give to Cook out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Cook. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Cook will score. Touchdown, Chicago. CD that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Friedman. And this one complete to Reed. So the completion, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So that challenge is successful. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Friedman setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. And the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that. So I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so. They need to help out their defense a little bit. They've got to be on the field a lot more than normal. Put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Friedman. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Bears. Touchdown.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Packers with the football here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. Friedman. Oh, dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Friedman. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, the incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. It's symptomatic how this game's going to go. And now is the Packers punter. He's ready to put it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, but that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
pass, though, incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And that one finds the Falcons out in front. Drake London, a touchdown reception. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. The Bucs locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And that game is tied as they take on the visiting 49ers. And on now to a check on the next-gen stats in that first half for the Packers. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Bears, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Chicago. I think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. In one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
Here we go.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Oh, good move. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Friedman.
He'll complete this one to Watson.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And inside give to Jones.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Friedman.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Back to throw. Friedman.
He finds Watson complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Friedman. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the
Bears are going to take over here up near the 40.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about throwing to his backup.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Chase Claypool, 33 yards. And the Bears continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now. Well, familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
On third down, here's Jones. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. They're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
But they're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On second down, Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now left side on the swing pass.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
This offense so far on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
Forget the run on 3rd-and-1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Off the option, it's Jones.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Friedman. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away, and the pressure gets to him again. This is now a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll run it. Here's Cook.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And some space here. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
That's going to be caught downfield by Reed.
Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your